Hey everyone, welcome back to That One Game Story. In today's video, we'll be stepping back into the world of Little Nightmares with the complete story of Very Little Nightmares. Join me as we follow the girl in the yellow raincoat who crashes into a mysterious mansion known as the Nest. As she searches for a way out, she must navigate deadly traps, crumbling floors, and dark hallways, all while avoiding the dangers that lurk all around her. So I need everyone to sit back, relax, and enjoy That One Game Story, Very Little Nightmares. Our story begins with a girl in a yellow raincoat who wakes up to discover that her hot air balloon had crashed into a mansion called the Nest. This mansion is perched on a rocky cliffside overlooking the ocean. She proceeds to climb down the broken balloon. She begins to explore the mansion looking for any way out. The first rooms she enters are filled with abandoned cages, a grim sign of what might be waiting inside. Suddenly, she spots something unusual. A girl dressed in white running along the pipes just above her. It seems as if she was looking for a way out as well. The girl in the yellow raincoat presses deeper into the nest. Soon she encounters her first true danger, the Craftsman, an elderly man bound to a purple wheelchair with disturbingly long arms and legs. She hides in the shadows as he drags a cage across the room with the frightened child inside. Despite the danger, she manages to find a key and unlocks a nearby cage. Inside, she frees a child who was wearing a red scarf. For the moment, the two of them work together, pushing open a heavy door. But as soon as the way was clear, the child with the red scarf runs off, never to be seen again. Still determined, she presses on, moving through room after room. Eventually, she makes it to a room filled with multiple bathtubs. There, she can see the Craftsman, washing what looks to be a flab of human skin. She sneaks past him and stumbles into a room that reveals the Craftsman's horrifying work. In one room, she finds it filled with wigs made from human hair, and in the other, she finds human skin being left out to dry. It became clear to her now that the Craftsman was harvesting children and using their bodies for some unknown sinister purpose. She manages to slip away and hides inside a packaging box. But the Craftsman picks it up and loads it into an elevator leading deeper into the nest. The ride takes her to a whole new nightmare. There, she encounters the Butler, a tall, slender man with his arms unnaturally bound behind his back, held by golden cuffs. Unlike the Craftsman, the Butler has something far more disturbing than just physical strength. His telekinetic powers allows him to elevate objects as he stalks any intruders through the halls of the nest. The girl in the yellow raincoat sneaks carefully past him, slipping from room to room. Eventually, she enters a strange nursery, which leads her into a large dining area. At first glance, it looks like a dinner party. Dozens of children sitting at a long table, dressed in neat clothing, perfectly still. But they're not children at all. They were actually lifeless dolls. The further she goes on, the more and more dolls she discovered. It became clear that the Craftsman and the Butler were working together, abducting children and turning them into dolls. And all of this was for someone that goes by the name the Pretender, a spoiled, pint-sized lady who rules over the nest. The girl in the yellow raincoat pushes on until she finally slips out of the mansion. But she's not safe just yet. The Butler chases her into an overgrown garden. She dashes past stone statues and tall hedges until she once again sees the girl in white. Together they push open a heavy gate. After opening the gate, the girl in white runs ahead. And when the girl in the yellow raincoat finally catches up, she finds her collapsed on the ground. Heartbroken, but knowing she must go on, she hurries into a nearby shed, the same one that she has seen before in her dream. Barricading the door, she discovers a hidden passage beneath the floorboards, which leads her to the cliffs below. There, sitting on the bench, she finally meets the pretender, who was sitting at the bench weeping. The girl in the yellow raincoat noticed a broken doll wearing a red scarf laid at the feet of the pretender. She noticed that this doll looked very similar to the child she had freed earlier. The pretender looks up with rage, and the chase begins. As the yellow raincoat drifts off in the ocean, we can see near the cliffside, making her way down, the girl in white, thus bringing that one game story to a close.